Hi, I just wanted to do this video because I thought it would be something that you guys might like to hear about. I do these 20-minute sketches in my sketchbook membership on Mondays. I call it Tea Time Sketch. So it's just keeps us all accountable to just do a 20-minute sketch a day, 20-minute little painting in our sketchbook. That's it. Super simple, super easy. And when I do them, I like to experiment with different things. And so I was doing this little study of these three flowers by using just Tombows and then Neo Color 2s. These are water soluble and the Tombow markers are water soluble. And where I have been having so much fun is actually adding lots of water and just moving things around with my paintbrush and just, getting things very fluid, because later, whether it's like 20 minutes later or even the next day when things are dry, I love to kind of like look in and see what's happening. So when I was doing this one, it took me about 20 minutes to do all of that. And then I just added a little bit of pencil marks, a couple little signal balls, but I had in the back of my mind that I'm going to actually do some collage work over this. And what I really want to just say is that when you're doing anything in your sketchbook, whether it is doodling or you're drawing a cottage because you're on vacation somewhere, or you're drawing flowers from your garden, you could use any tool to do the sketch, but then the sketch could become something else on top of what you were just drawing. You could then take it and do some collage work. You could take it and add more water to it. You could go back over it. You could work on it. So I wanted to show you a little bit about what my thoughts are and how I'm going to take this 20-minute sketch and turn it into a little bit of a mixed media piece. These are the flowers that I chose from my garden. This is a little yarrow that is so beautiful and very dainty. I was trying to get that with the Neos, and how I did that was I used a little tiny brush. I think it was even smaller than this one. And I would paint with my Neo, and I would paint on there. This is from a succulent. I wish I knew the exact name of the succulent, but it's gorgeous. And it has these bright purpley fuchsia flowers for most of the season. And then we have our California poppies. What I do next is I'm going to start to think about collage materials. So I'm just going to move these guys over to the side and show you some really cool stuff that I have to collage with, and then decide like what pieces I'm going to use. So lately I have been fascinated with two different types of papers. I have been loving the tissue papers that are printed. So my friend Karen gave me this tissue paper when I was teaching at my Ireland retreat. She came to the retreat and everybody went gaga over this paper. The thing is, I don't know where you get it. She is from the UK and she brought it for all of us. And we all loved this palette, these colors, so bright and beautiful. So I'm so happy to have an extra piece to take back with me here and work with. So tissue paper is fun because it's a little translucent and you can get lots of beautiful layers with it. That's a piece that I'll probably use today. She even gave us this black and white, which is so cool. It's very contrasty, but it's really graphic. And I love, love, love this look of black and white and a bright pop of color. Also, this is some decoupage paper that I had that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'll use that today, but it's really pretty. And then, any even things like patterns. This is from a pattern. But sometimes you need a little neutral color. And I think that's really pretty too, kind of like a dried flowery kind of feel to it, vintage and older. And then what I have been loving, I have these at my retreats too, and I'm going to have to bring a pack to my Ireland and Portugal retreat, because I have these at my land and sea retreats and they go in a day. They're like gone. Like, you guys, where did they all go? And this is why they all leave my house very fast, is that cocktail napkins make amazing collage. And all you do is you buy your cocktail napkins. You can use some, but then they're usually 2 or 3 ply. So this is the 3 ply. And all you do is you pull that away and then you have a beautiful paper that you can rip and use as collage material. And I thought this was perfect for this kind of color palette. I have this one too that's kind of neat because it has all of these poppies on here. And then again, you just want to make sure you rip these apart and you use it that way. You want to just make sure you pull the plies apart. So start collecting cocktail napkins. If you come to my house, I'll check your bags. No, just kidding. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is I'm just using regular Mod Podge. I am not overthinking this. And an old brush, you just want to make sure, actually, this is kind of a nice brush. I'm going to have to go get a yucky brush. You want to have a yucky brush. And then I just start to literally tear away little sections of my napkin. I don't think too much. I'm not really over like analyzing it. And I rip it. And then I start to just kind of play, where would I like this to go? Where do I want to kind of pop this down? I usually put one piece down and kind of work from there. And just sort of thinking about how do I want to embellish is a good word for this sketch and see what happens. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but I thought it would be really fun to add some collage pieces. So I'm going to probably speed that part up and we'll chat about it when I'm done. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. I just loved doing this type of work. It's just very soothing and very meditative for me to just kind of, kind of get engrossed in this little project. Very manageable on a, little small bit of time that you may have. And all my collage papers are so much fun to play with and just kind of rip up. You see, I do a lot of ripping. But then sometimes too, when I get to this point, it's all dry, I'll go in with a pencil or Signo pen and just add some marks, just some little kind of designs. You could even use a micron pen to go in there and add little bits. And this is just, my kind of thing that I like to do. It's just one more layer of fun. And I hope this video gets you excited to think about some of your sketches or some of your old work, old sketches, black and white artwork, whatever, that you could then add some collage work to it. And if you like this type of art, I encourage you to come to one of my live workshops. I have one coming up called Petals and Play, where we're going to do a lot of stuff like this, and we're going to be using acrylics and a lot of collage. And if you're watching this video after that one has already been done, all my workshops are recorded and available for purchase, so you can just hop on over to my website. I'll put that link in the below in the description and you'll see that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this, and I really appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.